Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our Fosak TV. Here's the breaking news. Texas migrant deaths. At least 46 pound in dead abandoned truck. A fire official said 16 people, including 4 children, had also been taken to hospital. The survivors were hot to the touch and suffering from heat stroke and heat exhaustion. San Antonio, which is 250 kilometers, 150 miles from the US-Mexico border, is a major transit route for people smugglers. Human traffickers often use trucks to transport undocumented migrants after meeting them in remote areas once they have managed to cross into the United States. They had families and were likely trying to find a better life. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg said it is nothing short of a horrific human tragedy. Officials said a city worker had discovered the scene after hearing cries for help. Emergency responders initially arrived at the scene at about 18 hours local time, that is called 23 GMT. San Antonio Fire Chief Charles Hood told reporters, "We are not supposed to open up a truck and see attacks of bodies injured. None of us come to work imaging," they said. He added that the vehicle, which had been abandoned by its driver, had no working air conditioning and there was no drinking water inside it. San Antonio's climate is blisteringly hot in the summer months, with temperature there reaching 39.4 degrees Celsius on Monday, and it is suspected that the victims likely died from heat exhaustion and dehydration. Mexico's Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard said that 2 Guatemalans were among those taken to hospital. The nationalities of the other victims were not immediately clear. 3 people are being held in custody and the investigation has been handed over to federal agents. Mexican Consul General Ruben Minotti has been dispatched to the scene, and the consulate in San Antonio said it would provide all the support if Mexican citizens are among the dead. Edward Rana, a security guard at a lumber yard just yard away, said he was not surprised to arrive for his night shift and hear the news. He said he had lost count of the times he heard seen migrants jumping off the train that passes right next to where the trucks were found. "I thought sooner or later somebody was going to get hurt," Mr. Rana said. "The cartels that bring them over don't care about them. This story has played out in San Antonio before, but not to this magnitude. In 2007, 10 immigrants were found dead inside a similar tractor trailer outside a Walmart, also on the city's south side." San Antonio's far south side is a corridor with 2 main roads connecting the city to Texas border towns, mostly rural communities. A few junkyards and a handful of developing neighborhoods in this part of San Antonio make it easy for a truck this size to go unnoticed until it does not. U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas, whose department has taken over the investigation, said human smugglers are callous individuals who have no regard for the vulnerable people they exploit and endanger in order to make a profit. Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott blamed U.S. President Joe Biden for the death, describing them as a result of his deadly open borders policy. Beto O'Rourke, the Democratic candidate running against Mr. Abbott, said the reports were devastating and called for urgent action to dismantle human smuggling rings and replace them with expanded avenues for legal migration. Immigration is a contentious political issue in the U.S., where in May, a record 239,000 undocumented migrants were detained crossing into the country from Mexico, many traveling along extremely risky and unsafe routes. Beyond the report,